So we've learned since taking over as head of the National Anti-Corruption Commission, Paul Brereton has provided advice to the Inspector-General of the ADF on at least 11 occasions. Essentially, the ABC revealed last week age extension documents, so they were defence documents, showing that on 2 occasions Mr Brereton has been granted a green light, if you like, to stay on as a reservist in the ADF beyond the retirement age. And that's because he's providing quote unquote critical capability to ministers and government agencies through the Inspector-General's office. We did find out more detail about this arrangement during a very late night Senate estimate session last night, in which James Gaynor confirmed this ongoing consultancy, describing it as very limited, but also ultimately necessary in terms of finalising aspects of the Afghanistan inquiry into allegations of war crimes during the Afghanistan war, which of course Mr Brereton did lead. Just to remind viewers, the IGADF is kind of the ADF's watchdog, if you like, and looks over military justice and also war crimes investigations more generally. Now, this revelation has raised eyebrows for a number of reasons, because ultimately Mr Brereton, as well as senior Labor figures, have publicly previously said that Mr Brereton had resigned or stepped away from the IGADF and wasn't continuing to, I guess, provide support in any capacity. We now know, though, that he was given special permission to stay in uniform, if you like, to provide advice to this body. The committee heard late last night that this most recent advice happened as recently as just 2 weeks ago. Here was Mr Gaynor providing his explanation.
Since Major General Brereton was appointed as the National Anti-Corruption Commissioner, we have put queries to him on 11 occasions, so 11 occasions since the 1st of July 2023. Because of his status as an ADF reservist, but also importantly, Senator, his being a reservist allows him to access sensitive information, inquiry-related information and other information on defence systems. So it's been necessary for him to be a reservist in order to provide this help to me.
We know from a separate Senate estimate session earlier this week that the NAC CEO wasn't aware of this ongoing consultancy role until the reports by the ABC. Ultimately, he was asked whether he had misled the Parliament when he told Senate estimates previously, earlier this year, that Mr Brereton had no ongoing involvement with the IGADF, and he said that Mr Brereton hadn't provided him with that detail. In a statement that the National Anti-Corruption Commission provided the ABC last week, they explained that this ongoing consultancy doesn't impact his work as head of the National Anti-Corruption Commission in any way, and they contend that any perceived conflicts of interest are managed appropriately. However, there are certainly questions being asked today about how those potential conflicts are being handled when you have the head of the National Anti-Corruption Commission continuing to have these ongoing links to defence, when ultimately the integrity body does have jurisdiction over referrals involving the ADF.